got the SC System 3 or the SCS3 pack here. This is your portable DJ system. It allows you to connect to any computer, PC or Mac. It does come with Tractor LE software, so if you don't have software, we've got it included in the box. And today we're basically going to show you how to install the software and connect your controller so you can get DJing in a matter of minutes. Inside the box, you get your quick start guide, and on the back it shows you how to do your cable management. You've got your 3 individual controllers, which are individually packaged. You also have your Tractor LE serial card and your instructions. Plus you have your USB cables, your power supply, and most importantly, last but not least, your audio splitter cable. Now, for professional DJs, you can use a sound card. But if you're just getting started, this is the perfect way for you to actually connect your computer to your headset and to whatever PA, boombox, or stereo system you want to use. So now we're going to show you how to do your cable management and to interconnect your MIDI controllers. Now, the beauty of the SC System 3 is that you're able to arrange your configuration in any manner that you want. So if a DJ, for example, is right-handed and he wants both turntables on the right side, you can have that configuration as well as vice versa on the left. Now typically you've got one deck to the left, one deck to the right, and as you notice, anytime I move these controllers around and I put them next to each other, they connect together magnetically. So you don't have to worry about them sliding apart while you're DJing. And now I'm going to flip it over and show you how to connect your USB cables. Each controller has a back panel that you can unlock, take off, and you can easily see where your USB cables will go. I'm going to leave them connected and show you how you can actually run your USB cables all underneath and hidden, except for the one cable that will come out to the computer and the power cable that will come out to your outlet. So I'm going to grab a USB cable and show you how to route from the 3D, and you might want to make sure you keep the majority of the cable inside that deck so you can have enough room to run over to the mixer. So I spread the cable out just a little bit, and I actually will go ahead and close that down once the USB is secure, and I can route the cable anywhere I want, but I'm going to route it inside toward the mixer, wiggle it a little bit so that I can get it locked into place, and then now I can connect the USB and run it into the hub that is underneath the mixer. Now I'm going to take another USB cable and I'm going to go from the other deck, and you might want to leave the majority of the cable underneath the deck so you have enough room to put the multiple cables that you're going to need to run underneath the mixer. And remember, if you only have one deck, you can actually route out any of these additional slots, the top, the bottom. But like I said before, we want these units to be tight together, so I'm actually going to run it to the inside. Close the lid on the deck. Wiggle my cable a little bit to make sure it's in the right slot. And then connect the USB into the hub of the mixer. So now I've got 2 USBs from each deck going into the mixer. And now we only have 2 more cables to connect. One is going to be your power cable, and the other is going to be your main USB cable that goes from the mixer to your computer. And we're going to connect that in, and unlike the other cables, we're going to make sure the majority of this cable length stays outside of this little compartment so that you can run the distance to your computer or wherever you're going to connect it to. And I'm going to actually route this cable up on the side over here so that it comes out the top. Now if you want to route it to the bottom, it's just as easily. You can go out that slot there at the bottom. But I'm going to run it through the top, and I'm going to also take my power cable, and the majority of that cable I'm going to leave outside of the mixer as well. And we're going to come around and connect into the power cable. And closing the lid now, as you see me do before, make sure you use the little hinges at the bottom. It connects in and then wiggle your cables. Make sure you've got a nice tight fit. Cables on the left, cables on the right, all need to be lined up. And then you can lock the units in place. And now we only have two cables that are going to come from the unit. We've got one power and one USB that we're going to connect to our computer and our outlet. The power cable, make sure you have it plugged in because it does run the hub that will send USB power to the other units. And I can easily flip the units over and show you that we've got two USB ports on the external of the mixer that you can use for thumb drives or any other additional USB power that you may need. And there you have it, your SCS 3-pack ready to go.